You ain't gonna see me doing that. Today is day 35. It is almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I did some editing this morning, took a bike ride this afternoon. Feeling a little bit relaxed at the moment. Okay, use embossing folder. Alrighty, let me get my stuff together and we'll use an embossing folder. Here's what I pulled out. These on top here are by Paper Studio. I keep them in a book that has little slots to store these, so I don't have the packaging to tell you names. But this one is writing. This one here is birds. This one is flowers and leaves. And this one has circles with little abstract looking designs in each one. And this one is a cuddle bug, and it is the alphabet. The other thing I have out is our starter tags and our starter index cards that we've been working on through the project. And this stack here is also starter index cards, and these I've had in my tote behind me a long time, so I just pulled out some that I thought would be interesting or fun to work on. And I pulled out this piece of paper. It's a jelly printed piece of paper, kind of a heavier printer paper, not a cardstock though, not that heavy. And we've used this in the project so far, so I'm going to use some more of that. And then we used this the other day. This is just paper that came in a box of vitamins, like packing paper. So I've got that. And I'm probably going to use either paint or my Neocolor 2 crayons. I'm not sure till we get to that point. There's a couple ways to use your embossing folders. There's probably more, plenty more, but I don't do this very often. So I'm just going to tell you the ways I know, and then you can take it from there. First, you can just stick any paper you want, whatever you want, inside your embossing folder, and then run it through your whatever you have, Cuttlebug, Vagabond, whatever machine you have for doing embossing and die cutting. Then you can also take your embossing folders and you can use like a bone folder or something and just scrape the design in. Let's see if I can get a little bit of it out here for you. I'm not going to do the whole thing, just showing you a little bit. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's some of the designs. So you don't have to have a machine. And the other way you can use it is you can take some of your water-soluble pencils or whatever that you can wipe off easy, and you can scribble in here and wet it down and then run it through and get some paint and color on your papers. So we'll probably try that. The first thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to run one of these through just an index card, just a plain index card, not the one we just used. Get a fresh one. And I'm going to stick it in here. And I'm going to go run it through my machine, and then I'll be back to show you what it looks like. Okay, so we ran this one through. I'm just going to open it up and show you what we've got. Isn't that pretty? I just love that. Now, you don't get this coverage here, but it's okay. I don't need that. I can just trim it off or put a little sentence down here, or, it's doable, it's usable. So that's what the design looks like on both sides. Okay, what I did was I took a matte medium by Liquitex and just took my brush and I put a really fine thin coat over my embossed index card that we just did. And the reason I did that is because I want to use my Stabilo Woodies here. I didn't want the index card to soak up the color as soon as I added water right away. I wanted it to have something to sit on top of. So what I want to do is I just want to take a couple of these pencils and I'm going to color in some of these different circles, and you decide which side you want. We'll try both sides and see which one we like best. I'm just going to take a brush, I'm going to wet it, and then I'm going to move my Stabilo around in the circle. If it goes out, that's okay. We're just doing little test pieces and play pieces. That's what it looks like on this side. I'm I'm going to dry it and turn it over and do some on the other side and see what it looks like. Okay, I've already put the color down on this side that we did on the other side, and I'm just going to color in my little circles. Let me dry this real quick and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, this is the side we just did, and this is the side we did before. So just choose which side you like best. The other thing I would like to do is just paint over this. I'm going to take white paint and I'm going to paint over the entire card. I'm going to do the other side, dry it, and then I'll come right back. Okay, I've got some Spa Blue, Americana, and some yellow. It's called Dark Yellow by Craftsmart, and I've got those out, and I'm going to put a little bit on the card. Let's start with the, I'll do the yellow first. I'm just going to put it in a couple of areas. I'm going to dry this and I'll be right back. Now I'm going to take the Spa Blue and just put that on. I'm going to dry this. Now I'm going to take a distress pad. This is a Tim Holtz distress ink called Faded Jeans. And I'm just going to rub over the embossed area. And there you go, you've got something started that you can then add to, or you can cut this up and make it artist trading cards, or add it to your journal, or make a tag out of it, or you can cut the individual little circles out if you want to. You ain't gonna see me doing that, but well, you might, you never know. There's more you could do to it, but I think we're gonna stop on this one and go to another one and play around with it. I'm gonna play with the birds, and what I want to do, I'm gonna run it through my die cut machine because I really want the birds in this black area here. And then we'll come back and we'll play with that. Also, I forgot to tell you, you can feel inside your embossing folder the raised images and the recessed images. So if you want the image raised on a certain side, put your paper down on the recessed part. So that way when you run your embossing folder through, the raised side pushes through your paper and makes the embossed side on the side that you want to see the embossing. Let me do this, I'll be right back. So when you open your folder, the embossed side pushed through my paper and gave me the embossing I wanted on the other side. This part's raised. This is a Stays-On Opaque Cotton White ink pad. I've never used it. It comes as a set. You have to put the ink on your pad and work it in. I've done that. I have no idea if it's going to work, look good or not, but I wanted this to be white, the raised edges. So we're going to try it and see what happens. That's how you figure out things, is just try. Oh, it's looking good. I like it. It turned out really nice. I really like it. So now I have my little birdies highlighted, and that's all I'm going to do to this one. Next one I want to play with is the flowers and leaves, and I took this jelly printed paper that I showed you earlier, and I just cut off a piece that I needed and trimmed off the white, or at least most of it. And I'm going to run that through my machine. Okay, somebody's mowing, so it's going to get loud. No surprise there, right? There's what it looks like on the one side, and there's what it looks like on the other side. And I did it backwards, so I'm going to run another one because I really wanted the embossed area to be over here. So we can still use this. We can use it this way, or I can use this side at a later date. So I'm going to run another piece through. With this one, I'm going to take my black soot distress ink and I'm going to rub it on top of the embossed area because I want it to stand out. See how pretty that is? And then I think I'm going to take a couple of cards and run it through the same embossing folder, possibly the text one. Then we'll come back and get back to this one. I want to make something out of these. Okay, I'm choosing these two cards. Okay, here's this one. I don't know if you can see it, but once I put the black on, you will be able to. And then this one. Let me put the black on for you so you can see it better. There's that one. Okay, this one's the same as the other one, but you can see. Okay, I'm gonna make something with these. Let's see what we can do. Let's make a tag. I think I'll make this the tag. And I'm just gonna use a template that we've already got. Just gonna cut it out. So now we have a little tag started, and this is not very sturdy. This is actually an insert from a magazine. You know, those little things that fall out when you're looking through a magazine. This came out of a bicycling magazine, so if I really wanted to make it sturdy, I should go ahead and back it. I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure. So this one here, I'm gonna make another one, but I don't want it as big. I want it to be about a little over half. Let's go that route. You can always cut it more if we need to. Okay, I've got that one. Now I want another one, and I want it to be about this area here. Let's cut off the section we want. Don't be afraid to cut your stuff and use it. And we're going to go almost half. Okay, I'm going to find a brad for this. Okay, I found a piece of ribbon that I want to use. I'm going to fold it in half, stick it through the top here. I wonder if I should triple it. Yeah, maybe I'll fold it in half and then half again. And stick it through. And then I'm going to cut the end loose here because they're attached. And then I'm going to take my little brad here that I've got, stick it in the hole, just open it up. I just thought it'd be really cute there. And I like that. So now you've got a little tag that you can embellish on, and they can be flipped this way to look at. It's just cute. Just a little bit of a layery look. Okay, I'm pulling out my gelatos, and what I want to do now is I'm going to use the flower and the leaves again, and I'm going to open it up, and the raised edge is the one I want. I'm going to take some colors and just scribble on my little embossing folder. Then I'm going to take a brush, clean water, and I'm going to spread the gelatos around a little bit. I'm hoping that this will produce kind of a watercolor effect on the card that I'm going to emboss. I'm going to stick my card in here. I'm going to use an index card. Let's lay it down. And I'm going to run it through and see what we get. Actually, I could show you before I run it through what we get here. I should have a design on my paper. Can you see in there? You don't even have to run it through, but I want to, so I'll be right back. Okay, let's see what we've got. Let me dry it, I'll be right back. Okay, this is what it looks like on the side that I embossed, and the raised edge is on the opposite side, so I put it in wrong again, but you know, it's okay. I'm going to take my gelatos anyway, and we're going to play again with the colors we used a second ago. And this time I'm not going to have to emboss it because it's already embossed. And I cleaned my embossing folder very quickly after I ran it through, just so things wouldn't stick on there, even though this is water soluble. I really probably don't care that much because I'm not a card maker or anything like that. I don't need everything pristine. I don't mind if it has a mixed media grunge to it. Let's start with this first and brush it. I'm going to dry this and then I'm going to add a little orange. Let me dry that. Okay, that's the dry side that we just did, and that's the one that I ran through the machine. Don't love it, don't hate it. It's just play. That's all we're doing, just playing. And that's how you find out what you like and don't like. What I'm gonna do now is take a StazOn fuchsia pink or a blazing red, and I can't decide which one I want, and bring out the embossed side because I really want it to stand out. I think the red. I'll just go for it. This is permanent, so it will not reactivate, and that's beautiful. Okay, so I think that's beautiful. I love it, and I'm wondering if the other side is capable of receiving any ink. Let's put some of this fuchsia pink on there, see what happens. Yes. That's very pretty. Okay, I'll show you that too. So even a goof up can turn into something pretty, and I almost like this side better now. I didn't before, kind of do now. Let's take a tag and run it through. This is one of the starter tags we've been working on. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Ooh, that's pretty. Now I want the embossed side to stand out, so I'm going to rub ink on it. I really hadn't planned on using ink on everyone, but I want it to stand out, so I'm going to do that. Now I was thinking of using orange. Maybe I want black. Black would really make it pop. Let's see if we can test a little area. That would look pretty, but you know, black would look better. Let's do black. Oh, I messed up. I dragged it too hard right through there. I wonder if I can get it off before it dries. Maybe a little bit. That's okay. It won't be that noticeable. That's really pretty. Okay, so we have another tag, and I want to do another one and play with it a little differently. So I was thinking of doing this, or maybe I want one of our starter index cards. This one might be cool to put the alphabet on. I might try that one. Let me do this one, and I'm going to run it through the alphabet. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, very interesting, very cool. I love it. I was going to do something different, but I think I want the ink on top. I'm kind of thinking I want to use the tumbled glass distress ink because I have little blue dots in here, and it'd be cool if the dots could be brought out a little bit, but I don't know. I guess we have to try it to find out. See if we can test it. Well, just go for it. You can always go over it again, right? I don't love it really. Let's see if we can get it to come off. I think I can get it off this way actually. Well, I would have normally been able to get it off if the card had been sealed with a matte medium or something, but because it's not, the index card is just pure paper and it's sucking it in. So I'm going to dry this, and then we're going to go over it with StazOn and maybe a different color and see what we get. Try brown, and if we don't like the brown, we'll go over it with black. Probably not going to like brown, but you just don't know till you try, you know? And I'm not here to show you perfection every time and say I know it all. Shoot, I'm learning too. I'm learning what I like and don't like by doing this, that's for sure. And I think I like this because I think the pink is really pretty with the brown. Ooh, I think I like that. That might make a pretty flower at some point. Okay, I'm not going to put black on it. It's dark enough that it actually could pass as a light black, but I know it's brown, and I love it. Okay, see? We wouldn't have known unless we tried. Okay, let's do another one. And this time, I think I want to do one of these because I have two of them similar. Another starter index card. We'll do this one. And I just want to, that'd be pretty together. I want to do the text on this, and I think what I might do is put some birds on the tag here, and then I might try to bring them together. I don't know. We'll see how it works out. I'll let you know when I get back. Okay, let's see what we got. That's very pretty, but it's on the wrong side. Again with the wrong side. Jeez. Raised side. Well, we can use the other side of this and still use this side. Gee whiz. I think that lawnmower is really distracting me. That's really cute though. But I need another tag. One that goes with this. We'll use this one. Because I'm getting this right if it kills us. Don't you go anywhere till we get this right. Don't you move. Okay. Embossed side, I want it on the painted side. So the embossed needs to come up from the bottom. So you put your painted side on the embedded side or the indented side. All right, got it. All right, I'll be right back. You better be here when I get back. Okay, we'll use this for something at a later date. It's not terrible, but it's not what I wanted. Put that over there. And this one would be really pretty on this side. This side's still pretty, so we could make something from this. But this is what I really wanted. I wanted the embossed side to come up on the color side. So we finally got it. And this one is correct too. Okay, now let's put these two together somehow. Okay, I want to distress the top of this one. I'm going to use Antique Linen, and it's another Distress ink by Tim Holtz, and see if we like it. Yeah, I do. I didn't want it to be black, the color to overtake the index card. Boy, if y'all fast forwarded through this and missed this part, you missed something fun, because goofing up can be just as fun as doing it right. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay, I like that. It looks very pretty. Now I need this one to be just as pretty, but a little bit bolder. I'm thinking on these blues. Let's see what this one looks like first. Got a test area. Let's find one of those goobered up ones and test. Here's the goobered up one. Let's try. That's pretty. Let's do that. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Do I want it darker? Oh, we're going darker. We're just going to do it. Oh yeah, I like it. We're just kind of mixing it in with the lighter one. Some of it'll show, some of it won't. Okay. All right, I like that. Stop while we're ahead. Okay, I've been playing around here, and I remember this paper that I brought over. I found this piece from the other day that we didn't use, and I think I want to glue it down right here on the edge. So I'm going to do that. I'd like to run it through my machine. It's got black thread in it, which would be okay. I'm going to go run it in my machine. That's what I'm going to do. I'll be right back. My sewing machine. Okay, that's stitched on, and I like it. Could have done it the other way. The bottom thread is brown because I just threw in whatever color I had over there. And I think what I want to do with this tag is I either want to put it here and flip it, or I want to put it over here and flip it. maybe over here. I was thinking about putting it on with washi tape right here so that you could just flip it back and forth. But I want to put something on here, and I also pulled out this fabric that I was thinking about putting as the little ribbon. Maybe I'll stitch some of this on there. I gotta think again. It's hard to think and my brain's tired. Okay, I think what I want to do is I'm going to stitch it on, but I'm going to stitch it on like this and maybe make like 3 different pieces. Let's see. Like 1, 2. All right, I like this. Okay, I like this, but I want to do something different than stitch it, so I'll be right back. Okay, what I did was I took the fabric that I showed you and the little strips, and I folded them like a loop like this and made 3 little loops, kind of like feathers almost, and just stitched the button on. I want to glue this down, that's why I didn't stitch it to the card. That way when you turn it you don't see any stitching. You can write on it or glue some paper on the back with a saying or something. But I want to put the tag down here first and put the washi tape on, then I'm going to put this on. Okay, I'm going to need a little glue because I can't trust washi tape. And I think I want it there. Just going to put some glue down right here. See if this piece is long enough. I think it is. They aren't in my front yard, I swear. They're across the street and way far away, actually. Okay. Then I want to flip it over. And fold the washi tape over. Okay, now you can open your tag up this way, and I'll probably put a piece in here just to help secure it. Okay, that works. Okay, this is just a piece of scrap fabric that I keep in my little tote behind me. I'm going to run it through and just tie it at the top. Okay, there's that. Now I'm going to glue the button down right at the edge there. I need a lot of glue because I want it to stay. Okay, while that's drying, I'm going to bring back the other ones we've done. These are our scraps and they can be used for something. I would definitely change this to a different color and then re-ink it. Okay, these are scraps. Here is the first one we played with. And we'll probably use this for something later in the project. This is a side that I like. And this side I did wrong, but it's still usable because we can do something with this side. It'll be double-sided. And here's our little birds. We'll use those for something later on. Here's our tag we did wrong. So we'll use that side for something at some point, and this side will just be kind of a, I don't know, double-sided. And this is the one we did wrong. We can still use this side and do something with it. This is the alphabet we did. Really like that. This is a tag we did. We'll hold on to that for something. And this is paper. We played with gelatos. I like both sides. And this is the tag we made. 3 layers. And then this one. This opens up like this once it dries and the button won't fall off. So that's a little bit of fun with our embossing folders. There's probably a lot more you can do. I just don't have the time to keep exploring today. So we're going to stop, and I will see you tomorrow for day number 36. Thanks for being here. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.